Welcome, gentlemen and ladies, I guess, if anyone out there watching this. This is LEGTV, the only fantasy football channel that matters. I'm your host, John David Brake, and what a week. More bodies are piling up in the NFL. The waiver wire is ever more important. Why don't we take a look at last week's scoreboard and see how the league shook out. Let's start with a big win for Pokemon, 167-142 over Jable, still winless. However, Mario Hampton on his way to top 5 status. He is out, and he is on IR. Dak Prescott, man, is tearing it up. 38 points. Look at that. Kyron Williams with 30 points. McCaffrey was great. A.J. Brown, sorry, Jable. 197-179. I called the upset. Adam Barris beats Abalash, sending him to 3-2. What a game for Jamar Chase. I called that as well. Patrick Mahomes chipped in with 32 points against the Jags on Monday night. Nice game from Justin Jefferson, despite Carson Wentz for Abby. Dak Street Boys stays undefeated, the only undefeated team, 171-165, and they beat Anu the game of the week. Sam Darnold, what a start, 41 points for Austin's team. Jackson Smith and Jigba continues to roll, same with Turd Ferguson there. Puka 24, not enough. Fields of Gold got the win over Joe, and it took all the way to the end of Monday night, 191-185. Ibuka, another strong game, and Jared Goff, a huge game, despite Joe started Rico Dowdle, the RB1 for the week, and is still winless. Speaking of winless, so is Mick. Goes down 156-176 to Plow, a 20-point beatdown. Thanks to Matt Stafford, who's one of the top QBs in the league. Debo had a nice game. Justin Fields there for Mick had 34 points. And look at this. Dan Nickel beats John Dahlgren 167-150. Josh Allen, just a pretty Josh Allen game, 24 points for John. But look at that. Stephon Diggs in the revenge game got 26, and Jalen Hurts got 25. There you have it. There's a week scores from week 5, and not in a great mood because of the Mario Hampton deal. So I say we resurrect an old bit, and we're going to do the LEGTV Late Night Monologue. All right. I'm so excited for you. All right, well, let's start off with official news from the Miami Dolphins. Tyreek Hill is out for the year after a successful surgery down in Miami. We couldn't find which hospital it was, but I think we know which one. All right, also elsewhere in sports, big news is that EA Sports has sold to a Saudi Arabian-led private firm, and Jared Kushner, who's the brother-in-law of the President of the United States. They are acquiring once the great electronic arts studio that makes Madden and a bunch of other games. But also the big news was they are believed to be using AI to cut back on such games as FIFA. And when the Mexican soccer team was reached for comment, they said, It's not even a soccer player. And in sad news, famous primate friend and zoologist Jane Goodall has passed away. Famous for her work with the primates there. And to honor her at her funeral, there were 21 monkeys for a 21 poo salute. What is Scientologist? And the big news this week, former Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez, best known for the butt fumble, now a CBS Sports anchor, well, probably not for long, was in the Indy area for the Vegas Raiders, Indianapolis Colts game, and was stabbed. And only moments later found out that Mark Sanchez brutally attacked a 69-year-old Uber Eats driver and has now been charged and is under arrest and could face several years in prison. I guess Mark Sanchez is going to know a whole new meaning of the butt fumble. There we go. Always end on a high note. Okay, well, let's go to the rundown for this week, week 6, and I think we're going to have a very special co-host. Let's start week 6. I can't hear you.
Perfect.
Oh, there we go. I heard you.
I'd eat like a pound of chicken and a big old bowl of soup. I thought you weren't to bed, so I was like, F it, I haven't eaten all day.
No, sorry, I was editing. How do I turn this off?
Editing, he says.
How do I turn this off?
Kinetic jackhammer.
Oh, there we go.
Ah, jeez.
Hey,
oh,
Alan.
God, he's so ugly now.
How are you?
Not sober.
Oh boy, I saw you did very well, and there's my.
Hi. Miss you, love you. Go to bed.
I love you too.
It's crazy. The studio. We need some better security here. Since they let anybody in here. Alan, we are going down the run through. There's some big some big shakeups in the league. A lot of injuries, as you know. We talked about the Omari and Hampton injury, and that's going to affect this week's matchup. Let's go to the first one. It's myself. 3-2. Pokemon got to catch them all, taking on Abalash Reddy's 3-2. Purdy Little Liars. I'm in 8th place.
So
He's
happy
in
you
9th
sent me all
place.
this
Both of us need
information
to
on
win.
the league.
Do what?
So happy you sent me all that info on the league, so I knew teams and movements and standings and things like that.
Well, I tell you what, since it's so late and you're so sober, we're gonna do a lightning round of these runs.
Lightning round!
I'll put in a lightning effect. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the rosters here of both teams.
Okay.
Tell me who you think's gonna win.
All right,
Starting
let me
from
look
my
at the
team.
schedule while you're doing that.
Okay, Dak Prescott, top 5 QB right now. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Chris Olave getting all those targets. Not a lot of yards, no touchdowns. Kyron Williams starting is my running back 1. Here's where the question marks pop up. RJ Harvey is getting the start now that Omari and Hampton is out.
Haskins?
I didn't get Haskins. Dahlgren got Haskins.
Haskins is going to get the start, bud.
Well, I picked up Vidal just in case
Okay.
that doesn't pan out. But at tight end, just picked up David Njoku, who seems like he might be the new quarterback's favorite target there in Cleveland. And in the flex, Wan'Dale Robinson, the new number 1 in New York, just because they need a number 1 in New York. So, Alan, out of those players, who needs to step it up for me to win?
Dak.
Dak?
Dak's got to keep going. I don't think he'll have the type of game he had last week. How many points did he give you last week?
Yeah, I mean, he was 30, 38 points.
Yeah, but if he can give you 20, they're playing the Panthers.
It should be a good, high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a lot of running. Rico's going to have a little revenge against Cowboys. Is there an earthquake going on at your house?
I'm stimming. My legs are crazy right now.
Okay.
I was out late. It's late.
Let's go over to Abby's team. Kyler Murray, starting at quarterback, is questionable. He might not even play the Colts this week.
Oh, okay.
He is still starting Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is on bye right now. But here's the problem with Abby's roster. Because of injuries and bye weeks, he doesn't really have anybody to fill that spot. So what he's going to do is put Michael Pittman in the number 1 slot, and he's going to have to flex Kyle Pitts with Travis Kelce. So Travis Kelce tight end, Kyle Pitts as his flex, but he's got Jonathan Taylor, the best running back in all of fantasy football, Breece Hall, question marks there, and Zay Flowers, boomer bust there in Baltimore, but Lamar Jackson's hurt. So who needs to step up for Abby to win this one?
Everyone.
Okay.
I think you got this one.
Okay, I was going to ask for the prediction.
Yeah,
There we go.
I think he's got too much going against him, especially if he can't find someone for that flex spot that's a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Anytime you're flexing 2 tight
ends.
ends, and right now Kelce and Pitts.
Both of them aren't doing great.
Yeah.
No. And I think Breece is going to get locked down a little bit by Broncos just because they have no one else to go to.
I agree. So, yeah, I'm taking myself too. Okay, here's a really good match. Nick Shook versus Dan Nickel. Nick Shook still 4-1, coming off a big win last week against Joe. And the roster's looking pretty good. And you know what? It starts with a pretty decent Jared Goff at quarterback. Although he may put Caleb Williams back in. Would you start Caleb Williams or Jared Goff?
Who's Shook playing? What player?
Jared Goff.
No, owner of the opposing team.
Oh, he's playing.
Jesus
I
Christ.
just said it.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening. I was
Nickel. This is Dan.
Oh. Shook by a million.
Okay. Well, right now he's starting Jared Goff, but I think he's going to switch that Caleb Williams. Garrett Wilson and Jalen Waddle at the wide receiver. Jalen Waddle now the number one receiver in Miami. Bad offense, though, but number one. Saquon Barkley, a little disappointing thus far, and Josh Jacobs, who's been pretty decent. That's a pretty good running back combo. And
Barkley
Dalton
against the
Kincaid,
Giants on a Thursday night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dalton Kincaid.
150 and a couple touchdowns. Walking.
And Emeka Ibuka in the flex, which is one of the top players in the league. I'm going to go over to...
And I don't hate Caleb against the Commanders. So.
Yeah. Hey, I will fully admit
what's,
I'm wrong.
What's
You
those
called
Giants
Caleb.
jerseys got?
Oh, here's Dan Nickel, Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Not having Jalen Hurts here fantasy football wise. Anyways,
He wins games. That's all they care about.
Cortland Sutton against the Jets could be a spicy matchup. Stephon Diggs, was that just a fluke game because he wanted revenge against Buffalo, or is he going to tear it up against New Orleans?
Nope.
Pair that with another Bill, James Cook, who's coming off a 4-point game last week. Didn't have a big impact. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. This could be the big play there at running back now. Pretty much going to get the lead there. It's still a committee in Washington, but he's the lead dog. And Tyler Warren at tight end. Love
Anything
that play.
within 5 is going to be the quarterback running it in. It's not going to be a running back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to stick with it. Shook by $2.5 billion. He's my guy this year.
But he's starting. Dan's got Cam Scatterbo. I almost called him Scam Cataboo.
Cool. If he wasn't white, you wouldn't know his name. Keep moving.
Scam Cataboo. That's his evil.
You guys probably
friend.
prayed on your MAGA dinners. Let's go. Next thing.
You know what? I'm taking Shook this week too.
Yeah,
I really am.
Feels cold, baby. He knows what's up.
He's got a solid team.
He's great. He nailed it this year.
He did, man. He really did.
His little puppy dog eyes during the draft when he said, "Am I doing okay?" I was like, "Yeah, bud."
How about
doing great?
Here's a dream matchup for you: John Dahlgren 3-2 going against Dave Plow 3-2.
Oh boy, yeah, dream matchup. Oh,
it's gonna be a
I'd put my dick in a meat grinder than talk to either one of them for 10 minutes. Thank God Dahlgren only comes in once a year.
Oh, I love John. Speaking of John's team,
I just feel bad
lineup,
riding
Josh.
a plow for 15 years for a silly bit.
Josh Allen getting the start, going against the Falcons. His wide receivers, Jacoby Myers and Keenan Allen. At the beginning of the year, you'd say that's crazy talk to be the 1 and 2 receivers. Not bad.
The idiots would. Some people knew that Keenan was going to come back and be the guy.
Not bad. And Quinshon Judkins getting the start with Bijan Robinson. I like that running back.
I actually like that.
Dahlgren.
Yeah, because I feel like they'll be covered and he'll get some little catches for 7 and 8 yards through the whole game.
Trey McBride, tight end for Dahlgren, top tight end who's actually healthy, unlike Brock Bowers, and starting Haskins in the flex. John Dahlgren.
What's dumb got going on?
Matthew Stafford, who's a top 5 QB fantasy-wise this year.
Not this week. Next.
Pairing him with Devontae Adams.
Oh, I remember when he was good.
Roma Dunze, the top dog in Chicago.
Yeah.
And at running back, Ashton Genty and DeAndre Swift.
Alshon Jeffrey.
And Sam Laporta at tight end, who's coming off a great game.
Week.
And Debo in the flex. Who you got in this one?
I got John, 28 points.
Yeah. Who's the player? Who's the player that's going to come out of there to win it for
I don't remember any of them you said.
Josh Allen, Jacoby Myers, Keenan Allen, Quinshon Judkins, Bijan Robinson, Trey McBride.
Bijan. I think Bijan will have some garbage time numbers put up.
Yeah, he could have a big game. You're gonna think there's gonna be garbage time against Buffalo?
I do. For Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean they're gonna run the ball when they're losing?
The other way around. Yeah, but they're not gonna do anything. They're gonna be down so fast, so quick. They're just gonna be pitching it off to him.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. No, they're not gonna be airing it out Penix isn't going to 7. Why? Like, to who? To Kyle Pitts? That we already said Avi sucks. Next move.
Yeah, I
The longest lightning round of my life.
It is okay. Next one. This is the game of the week. You ready for this?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. This is not. Let's do this one first. 5-0 Austin Stoll versus 0-5 Joe Murdoch. Cannot get a win.
5.
0-5. And Joe's got a good team. He's got Baker Mayfield starting quarterback. Great play going up against the Niners on Sunday. Xavier Worthy. That was kind of a scare, the late scratch, but he actually was healthy for Monday night. And pair him with Scary Terry. And we got Devon, Achane, and Alvin Kamara, who is on the slide. A lot of people are saying Keandre Miller is going to take over that backfield, and they're going to move Kamara. Harold Fannin Jr., the other tight end in Cleveland, getting the start for Joe. Chuba in the flex, who might not even play, and will he even be the same after that big Rico Dowdle outburst? And
a million times. He'll be fine.
Right. Now listen, this is Austin's 5-0 squad. Giving the start to Sam Darnold right now, which is crazy. But he's probably going to put in his backup quarterback. Man, I'm having trouble with this. He's probably going to put in, Caleb Williams, Dak Street Boys. He's got Caleb Williams.
I thought Caleb was on Nick Shook's team.
No, I'm an idiot.
I swear to God, you said Caleb Williams.
I did. Caleb Williams is on Austin's team.
It's almost 11. It's not 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm so tired.
Calm down, bud.
I'm so tired. Now, JSN behind Puka, one of the best receivers in fantasy football for Austin.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf, kind of boomer bust, high ceiling, low floor kind of player.
Quarterback.
Travion Henderson and Keandre Miller are his 2 running backs that he's starting. I think that's too risky. And but he's going to double tight end right now. Jake Ferguson, a tight end, Mason Taylor in the flex. Who wins this one?
I kind of like Austin's matchups. But I root for Joe. We root for the underdog in this house.
Yeah.
And we want Joe to win. So we're going to go with Joe.
I thought you were going to pick Austin, and this is my upset special. This is my upset special.
Sounds like the smart money.
Joe is going to finally get on the winning side. Now we're going for that game.
Austin's team's coming in here thinking it's a cakewalk. He doesn't understand the grit and the integrity and the passion that Joe's team's put on the field.
Yes, it's true. It's true. It's very special in fantasy football. How about this one? Let's go to the Stud World game of the week.
Oh, goody.
0-5 Mick
Jable.
Martin taking on 0-5 Jable Soul.
Yeah.
Oof. You know, and Yahoo has Jable projected to win this one. Mick dealing with injuries. So is Jable. Not a great matchup. The quarterbacks, Mick has Justin Fields starting, who did come off a good game. Jameson Williams, not so much. George Pickens, that's the number 1 target right now in Dallas. Well, that Fournoi guy kind of went crazy. I do like his running backs with Jahmyr Gibbs and Javonte Williams for Mick. I think he is okay there. And Hunter Henry, who's been a big surprise this year, has been an amazing tight end in New England.
I just burped up the pumpkin ale.
And Drake London in the flex. That's not a bad lineup. That's a pretty good one. Minus the receivers, I'm a little iffy on, but let's go over to Jable's team, who also has a pretty decent squad. Jordan Love, a quarterback. You know, he's not like a high ceiling Josh Allen guy, but he's up there around like the 20-point range usually. The big weak spot right now for Jable all year, and for all AJ Brown owners. AJ Brown just is not. He's only gone over projection once.
He's acting like a bitch. He's acting like you don't want to be there. He's being a fucking pussy about it.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, Love is having a good year.
And Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, Mr. Dropsies? I'm not surprised.
He does have the dropsies.
Don't do that. He ain't that good.
He is improving over the season. Now, listen to this running back tandem here. Christian McCaffrey and Ramondre Stevenson.
Ooh, gross. So I'm going to go with Mick.
Well, that was Jable's running backs.
McCaffrey ain't going to
got Tucker Kraft in the tight end.
Against the Bucks.
Calvin Ridley and flex. You still going with Mick?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm taking Mick too, man. We've agreed on every single one.
Yeah, it's because we're both fucking juicy idiots. Am I winning still, or am I out?
I'm gonna have to bleep this so much.
Why? So you
No,
don't
you're
get monetized. Get the hell out of here. We can curse all we want.
Wait.
Make it for not for kids.
Here's the game of the week. You ready for this one?
Gay of the week.
Game of the week.
Gay of the week. James
4-1 Adam Bear.
Hell yeah!
Taking on 3-2 Dr. Anurag, who came off the tough loss last week against
Good
Austin.
kids, too. All right, what do they got?
So let's go. Anu's roster: Drake May, quarterback. The number 1 overall receiver in fantasy football, Puka Nacua, with Tet McMillan going up against Dallas's terrible defense. Derrick Henry, though, this has been a huge issue the last few weeks with Derrick Henry not producing. But he also has J.K. Dobbins in the RB2 slot with Juwan Johnson, who is questionable, and Taysom Hill is back. So that's not going to be a shiny new toy like it was early on in the season.
Taysom's not good until week 11 when he gets one decent game, and then he's
and then Kenneth Walker in the flex, which is a great flex play.
Yeah. Okay.
Now let's go over
What's
to
Doc got?
let's go to Bears' team.
Oh, that was Doc.
That was Doc's team.
Fuck. All right. What's Bear got?
Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, who has had probably his best year in like the last 4 years. Jamar Chase. Now that Browning is out and Joe Flacco, elite Flacco, is just going to be throwing it to Jamar Chase. Look, I called it last week. I said, I think Browning's going to finally figure it out and just keep throwing to Jamar Chase, and it happened. He had like a huge...
Who'd you tell that to?
Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
Wide receiver. That's his wide receiver, too. Here's his running backs, though, and I don't like it. Tony Pollard, the worst bell cow running back in the league, and Travis Etienne Jr., who's done pretty decent. But he's losing some goal line carries to Bishal Tootin. Yeah. And is it always backfield for the rest of the season? And Darren Waller, who's been a great story this year, coming out of retirement and has some really good games with Miami. He's going against your Chargers. And Devontae Smith in the flex, who actually did produce last week, one of the only receivers that produced last week.
We never go over defensive players. That's all you ever make everybody do.
Offense is the big part, and
I guess.
Okay, well, I will say
wins are made in the trenches. With a good linebacker can bring you from 0-5 to 10-4.
Well, I forgot to mention that Anu does have Travis Hunter.
In that case, I'm going with Bears.
Oh, okay. You're picking Bears. I'm picking
only because you're going to pick Doc.
I'm picking Anu this week.
Obviously, you're going to pick Doc. He's got the better team and the better Bears all the way. Bears might double him up. Bears might get like one of those Yahoo medals for having the highest score in the history of sports.
Yeah, I love it.
Only because I knew you were going to pick the favorite by a million, and Bears deserves it more. Doc can do another Instagram video of him doing weird chest presses.
He is 4-1 for a reason.
We're about to be 4-2.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, Mr. Nesson, thank you again for coming on and pulling the co-host duties. Do you have anything to say to the rest of the league?
No.
All right. Perfect. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Nesson, for joining us. Back again. We'll see you next time on LEGTV.
Buddy, you mowing the lawn?